Great looks. Great looks. You know, there was one point we were 1 for 17, and you can't ask these guys to play any better in the right way. You know, sharing it, moving it, trusting the pass. And then defensively, the effort that we put in that second quarter, along with the fourth, to try to make a comeback. You know, that's the effort and energy we have to continue to play with. And you cannot control if that ball goes in the basket. But you got to make sure you continue to get the right looks and step in with confidence.
Is it just a matter of time for shots to fall?
I would think so. I hope so. Yeah.
When the shots aren't falling, is it difficult to, I guess, keep shooting, or do you want your guys to keep shooting like that?
Well, here's the thing. You know, we talk about attacking the basket. You get 27 free throws, so we're doing the right thing there. We move it. They collapse, which we knew they were a collapsed team. So we sprayed it out. Guys are open. You have to step in with confidence and be willing to knock those shots down. And we had some phenomenal looks. Not good looks, phenomenal looks. I mean, some were directly in the rim and out. It's hard to overcome 5 for 34 from shooting, but I think we did a great job defensively, holding that team to 102 points and playing the right way throughout the night.
You see how hard this team practices and works on their outside shooting. Could that be the sort of message you give them to show that you guys are putting in the work and eventually shots will fall?
We will not stop working. I can promise you that. This is a group that works. They come together. They pull for one another. We are not going to stop working on those things just because the result is not what we want in this moment. There is a process to everything that we do, and they will continue to stick with that process and trust the way in which we played tonight.
What did you like about Goga tonight?
I mean, he was fantastic. I think his ability to come off of not playing for so many games, to give us a presence at the rim, defensively in the pick and roll, he was great. I think he did a good job playmaking, recognizing when they were switching and how he could punish the switch on the offensive glass. I think he did a lot of great things. He's so valuable to what we do.
You want Caleb in the second quarter or Gary, just the second half of back-to-back or Gary?
A lot of it is just like we said in the beginning, you know, continue to look at different rotations, different lineups to see what works, giving different guys opportunities in that way. Because again, as time progresses, we have to see exactly what guys are capable of doing and how we can find our best lineups that can either defend the right way as well as knock shots down.
What do you think of the defense on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? He had a tough time getting through.
I think Kenny did a great job on him. I think then when we switched off, Jalen was on him some. I think, Franz was on him some. Just great players like that, they have to see different looks. They have to see different situations. I think he struggled in the first half and got himself going in the second half, but it wasn't an easy go. And I, to credit to our guys for how hard they made it on him. Again, and there's a reason why he's, MVP candidate, the last year.
You mentioned the free throws earlier. What did you like about the way Franz specifically attacked the paint? It looked like he was fresher. I think he's, from my perspective, overcoming that sickness completely now.
I think he's moving past it. I think it still takes some time, but his ability to attack the basket the right way, get downhill, drawing two, getting hit at the same time, but being able to still play through and then try to get to that free throw line.
Thank you. Just 4 games, how are you feeling physically, and how do you feel like you performed tonight?
Yeah, I was a little out of rhythm. I haven't done a whole lot of stuff this last week because it was my foot was hurting. So this was the first thing I did basically, and it felt a little rough out there. But sometimes you gotta take some pain and just go through it, play with it. But it wasn't like nothing serious. So we're I think almost healed all the way. But game, it's a good team. They haven't lost a game this year, and we kept them almost under 100 points. They're a great offensive team. So guys, we defended well. We got great looks, great wide open threes. That's what we want. Corner threes, wide open, and just ball didn't go in, and we just gotta move on, keep on playing defense, keep doing what we gotta do, and it's gonna come, man. It's a long season. This is game 8, so if we stay consistent, play how we play, it's good things gonna happen.
You guys know how hard you work in the gym, especially on your shooting collectively. Did you feel like over time, with that hard work in mind, that things will pay off? And it seems like it's happened in the past with you guys, where you guys get better as the season goes on with your shooting.
Yeah, we got a lot of good shooters in this team. You look at our roster. We got guys shooting over 40% from 3. KCP, Jalen. I mean, we got a lot of great shooters, and it's gonna come. I mean, you gotta stay with it. Every team, has that little slump that, they can't hit shots. But what we do is we stay consistent with our defense, with our defensive mindset. I mean, that's what we gotta do. Everybody knows we're working hard. This is really hard-working group, and it's gonna come. It's gonna come. We trust in it. Coaches trust in it. But we just can't, let this affect our game. We gotta keep shooting those threes, and it's gonna go in, and we're gonna win a lot of games.
Talking about shooting threes, there was a moment I think in the first half where you caught the ball at the right wing and you didn't shoot. You passed it, and then I think later it was either Cole or Gary. I couldn't tell. They were telling you to shoot.
Yeah.
And then a few minutes later, you came down and shot it, and you didn't make it, but you pointed at the bench. How do your teammates help you in game in those moments just to remind you to shoot?
It wasn't about that shot. It was just the turnover I had. I passed it to France, and it didn't go well. Just Cole was just chirping from the bench. That's what he do all the time. He talk all the time. So I had to tell him to sit down. I had to lock in for the game. So I locked in, and I mean, what to say? I mean, when I'm open, I'm gonna let it go. I mean, I've made a lot of threes in my career, and I mean, I have a little bit of struggle right now, but I mean, I'm working on it, and it's gonna go in.
You're in a stretch, obviously, where you're playing some of the best teams in the league, especially on the road. Do you feel like, regardless of the results, this is going to pay off for you guys? Basically having the experience playing against some of the better teams in the league now, so that you're ready for later.
Most definitely. I mean, this is good. This is good. Beginning of the season, you play really good teams on the road. I mean, we had back-to-back. I mean, great games. It's good for us. It's better now than later. I think we lose these games, but I mean, it's a great experience. And then you got, let's say, easier ones. The ones that you should get. So. I think this is gonna make us get closer. Our group is really close, and we're gonna get even closer. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. So we're gonna stay with it. We're gonna trust each other, which everybody believes in each other. I mean, this group, man, we love each other. So I mean, it's gonna come. I mean, it's a long season. We know we are a playoff team. We know we're gonna be there. We know we're gonna play in June. That's what we're getting ready for. I mean, if we put our heads down right now, I mean, it's not gonna go well. And we just gotta play the right way, work hard, and it's gonna come.
Jalen, talk about that shooting night for your group. What did you see out there as far as the shot?
I thought it was great. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the process of things, and I thought it was amazing today. Our mental space was in the right place. Everyone was present in this building. We didn't let calls, emotions, missed shots take us out of playing defense, take us out of the game. Therefore, you can't ask much more. You know what I'm saying? Basketball is an imperfect sport. I've spoken about it. Can't expect them to go in every day. We put the work in. We push shots up. Everybody's taking the extra time to shoot before practice and after practice. So we're putting the work in, right? So how can you not trust the work when you get out here? So we got to continue to hammer at it, continue to shoot the ball with confidence, continue making the right play and trusting that your teammate is going to knock down the shot. And again, as the journey continues on, you're going to see subtle shifts and subtle changes. You know what I'm saying? Shots starting to fall, people starting to get in rhythm, and in turn, runs are going to look different, games are going to feel different, and the results are going to be different. So you just got to keep hammering at it day after day.
To hold Oklahoma City 102 points, how do you look you guys defended tonight?
That's a great basketball team. That is a really good basketball team out there, man. A lot of credit to them and what they've built. You know what I'm saying? The character of people that they've put, in their organization. I think it speaks just a ton to, again, where our mental space was today. We spoke about it. The coaches challenged us to come out and play defense regardless, make or miss, regardless of calls. Just come out, play hard with intensity and with purpose on that end of the floor, and then let the offense be the offense. It'll come. We'll continue to find rhythm and continuity. We just had a big shift in our team, losing somebody like Five. That's how we were preparing, all training camp, most of the end of summer, playing with them in the lineup. So, naturally it's going to take some time, for the rest of us to find our rhythm and flow together on that side of the ball. But defensively, something that we can do every night, you know what I'm saying? some that hasn't been the greatest, hasn't been terrible. But I think today we really try to put an effort, coming in here and playing good defense, affecting all shots. And I think we did that. They made a lot of tough ones. And that's what happens when you have really good players. You can play really great defense. Sometimes the offense trumps that. So, yeah, it's got to stick with it. I'm proud of how everybody played today on both sides of the ball.
Coach was saying before the game that he's exploring different lineup configurations. Do you feel like you're getting comfortable playing alongside guys that maybe previously hadn't played before?
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, it comes down to I trust everybody that's in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter if it's Tristan, Kojo, C. Hughes, Cole, AB, Jet. You know what I'm saying? Goga, Mo, whoever's on the floor, Franz, Kenny, whoever's on the floor playing basketball. We know we're just hooping. Literally it comes down to trusting your teammates, making the right basketball play, and continue to stack up good possessions, stack up good quarters, stack up good, sets and rhythm on the offensive end. And I think we're gaining that continuity. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's tough when you lose a great player, someone who's such a pivotal part, of what you do as an offense. And we're continuing to find our rhythm and flow, and it's hard to not overreact to these losses, man, because they suck. And all of us hate losing. We all want to win. We're putting our best effort forth every day. But it's gonna come with time. You know what I'm saying? A week from now, we're gonna look back and have a much different outlook. We're gonna have some wins under our belt. We're gonna have the momentum starting to shift the other way. From where they are right now with the losses. And then you're gonna look back at these moments. And be able to pick apart what you're learning. What the process taught us. You know what I'm saying? These moments feel heavy, so it's good that we're feeling it. It's good that everybody's frustrated. But our mental space. And nobody's taking themselves out of the team, out of the big picture, which is we're playing meaningful basketball come April, come May, in playoff series, you know what I'm saying? That's what our eyes are on. So we can't get stuck on the now so much. And, that's a big challenge for us going forward as well.
Going back to last night real quick, when Wendell went out on the bench, he seemed pretty distraught, and you were right there with him. What were you reminding him about and talking to him about that moment?
How great of a human being he is. And that's why I kept telling him, man, I love you regardless, whether you're hurt, whether you're playing, whether you're playing amazing, whether you're playing bad. It doesn't matter. This basketball thing, man, it's our job. And naturally, others, fans, media, puts a lot of pressure, on the players. And at the end of the day, it's easy to forget that you're a human being also. This is nothing different. The same way you do your job, that Joel does his job. We're all just coming in, putting our best foot forward, trying to be great people every day. And that's all he's done all summer. He's taken a ton of time and sacrificing, going places to be around the training staff, to put in the work, to make his body healthy, and be in a great space as the season starts. And then things come up, and it just shows you that life's not perfect. So I was just trying to remind him, man, that he's so loved, that he's so appreciated for all that he does, both on the court, but importantly off the court, man. He's a great human being. So this is just another trial, that God is sending his way, another part in this journey that he gets to learn from, and come back even stronger as he always has, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the moments always feel heavier than they are, in hindsight when you're able to look back at it. So, just trying to remind him of that, keep his spirits high, remind him that he's loved.
Thank you, Jalen.